I'm next year I'm celebrating 25 year of my album I'm Ready. So it came out in 1998, and yeah, it's gonna be 25 years since. So I don't know if you begin your career with your first show or if you begin your career with your first album. If it's indeed my first album out, yeah, I'm Ready is gonna be. So my career is gonna be 25 years old. That's crazy. And I've been watching a lot of dope. I'm waiting for the photos. I was watching a lot of the comments on my YouTube channel, and there was something that I found very interesting, and I would even say emotional. Most of the people in my comments are very, how can I say, what is the right word? Most of the people in my comment section are nostalgic. A lot of the last comments I got, especially on One Love, are very emotional. To give you an example, this is a comment that I just got. For example, my sister liked Kaysha's song, especially this one. This song remind me of my sister who's resting in peace. Oh, that's... And I got a lot of comments, especially on One Love, a song that is now, it's going to be 20 years old, that song. And if you look at all the comments on One Love, it's a lot of, I'm in 22, I'm still listening. Everybody's posting the date now on my old songs. Everybody's just, or people are saying, oh, I'm listening from this place. I miss this voice. I miss this song. It's a lot of comments like this. Let me show you published comments. What are these? What's your newest stuff? Not the top comments. Let me see the newest comments. See a lot of essa foi a minha música da minha infância. Eu e minhas irmãs fazíamos competição para quem me aguentava na parte final. For the rest of my life. Que saudades. So she's saying this was the music that I grew up on. It's the music of my childhood. Me and my sister would compete at the end to know who would be able to sing the final part when I was like, and who would stay the same, like, I miss those times. I love this. I heard this music 1,000 times. This music marked my childhood. I'm listening to it in 2022. I'm listening in 2022 from Kwamba, Mozambique. I'm traveling in time. Good times. 2022 is still good. A lot of people are just nostalgic. And it's beautiful. As an artist, let me look other comments. I hope I don't have crazy comments. This song got me in a chokehold. It's so good, you got it. It's so good, it's got to be crack, bro. It's so addictive. Thanks. This song deserves a video. Another one with Malcolm Beats. So it is, I guess for an artist, it is something is, I don't know, my nose is all of a sudden, I'm feeling like my nose is reacting to something all of a sudden. I don't know. Yeah, as I was saying, every artist wish that they had one hit so they can maybe live from music. But it becomes something else when you have a song that is just traveling through time. One Love is 20 years old next year. So I'm gonna celebrate the 25th anniversary of I'm Ready, I'm also gonna celebrate the 20th anniversary of It's All Love. So I got, and it's beautiful when you realize that you have songs that really marked people's lives, and you have tracks like One Love, Fiona, Question My Heart, so many, Deeper, Rebound Chick, Close Your Eyes, On dit quoi, Jusqu'à fatigué, Good Life 2005, Téléphone, Bounce Baby, Worldwide Chico. Yeah, so many songs. And those songs are still being played today as if they were new. And people are getting emotional because those songs are the soundtrack of people's lives. And a lot of people, when I meet them, they tell me, hey, I grew up on your songs, or your songs, my first kisses, my first deception, I used to cry with this song, or and I'm not even talking, I'm talking about my own songs, but the songs I did in collaboration with other people like Nelson Freitas, George, Sumia, Elisio, ABG. Like I have like a catalog of songs that a lot of people, when they hear them, it reminds them of being 16, being 17, being 20, be like making love for the first time, all like first parties, school. Some people, they live in the US, or they live in France or in Portugal, and it reminds them growing up in Africa. And as a creator, as an artist, listen, that's when you're like, okay, the game is over. The game is won. It's not a question of how much money you make, etc., etc. Just as a, remove the business part, remove everything. Just as a creator, as somebody who put his emotions into the creation of music, that's the best compliment you can have as a creator. When you're like, yo, you got these songs, and yeah, some people, they will go, oh, it reminds me of my mom. Some people will say, oh, it reminds me of this person that is here or is not here anymore. Some people will say, oh, it reminds me of my wedding. Some people will say, hey, it reminds me of my first heartbreak or my first love, or it reminds me growing up as a kid. Some people even say, oh, my parents used to love your music. I grew up actually when I was 4 or 5 listening to your music. I'm 25 now. And you're like, wow. You know, when you start in this music business, you're not alone. It's a bunch of you guys. It's you plus a bunch of friends, a bunch of competitors, a bunch of competition, a bunch of some people become friends, some people become enemies, some people become strangers, and not all of us make it. And some made it, but for only 6 months. And people forgot that they even had like this sparkle one day in the path. They had like this sparkle of that song that was nice and a little bit of celebrity, and then they got forgotten 6 months later, a year later. And some people, you don't even know what they do now. Where are they? Like, do people even remember their songs? And when you play the song, they're like, oh yeah. And then some of us got lucky, or it was our destinies, or whatever it is. Some of us are here, we're being here long term, and we in this place where even if we didn't even create a new song and we just kept it like this, you would be like, yeah, listen, don't worry, like in 20 years they will still play those songs. And that's amazing it's amazing to feel that your music has touched generations of people. And then I received a message on Instagram yesterday from an artist. He was like, oh, listen, it's an honor to speak to you. And I was like, oh, I like your music. Your music is cool. And he replied to me, I grew up on your music. My parents love you so much. And he was a rapper. The guy's a rapper. He's like, yeah, when I was 4 or 5, my parents were already always listening to your music, and now, you like my artist. And it felt like an honor to be part of people's lives, because when you start making music, you don't do it for that. You do it because you want to express yourself. And then it becomes more than that. It becomes more than you. And it now feeds my family. So I'm really grateful. And I'm also grateful that my songs are not forgotten. It's that to me is the blessing. When I see that I have songs like One Love that are getting comments every day. Like I receive like those YouTube comments come like 100 every day. And a lot of them are on the new songs, on the vlogs, on the Club Shada episodes, but also on those songs. One Love, Question My Heart, Fiona, whatever song. And I have so many songs. But I really feel blessed when I look at all these YouTube comments. And I can't wait to celebrate the release of that album. I will do something special to celebrate the 20 year. I'm probably gonna probably pre-record some interviews, some conversations with a bunch of people that are part of the creation of these albums, and talk with them about the creation, the memories, etc. So I feel blessed and gratitude